It's early in the morning. I just got a text message that my flower order is just about here. I don't have to get up for it. I'm the only flower shop that has flowers delivered in bed. Welcome to Grace Garden, where I love to be. But I also love to travel and explore the big, beautiful garden that we all share. I'm your host, Carol Kanicki, and I'm so glad you've come along. So thankful to enjoy the beauty in nature and to get to work with the things that I love. And to get to share all that with you. Join me for some awesome adventures in nature and at some other exciting destinations. I hope to inspire you and to document my memories. Thank you for coming along with me out into our Grace Garden. I just got a text from my flower delivery company, Delaware Valley actually, and my flowers are going to be delivered any minute. I thought today would be a good day to take you along and show you what one of my days looks like. Sometimes it's a truck covered in flowers on the outside, painted. But he's gonna put my flowers where I like him to go. Oh, there he is. And I don't have to do a thing. And then this happened. My son's dog is here to be babysat with me today. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. And in true YouTube fashion, I'm gonna pour myself some coffee. And I do think mornings are magical, but Tinkerbell does not. And now, on with the day. Are you gonna help me, Paul? All right, well, there's my boxes. Are you gonna help me, Paul? Let's see what we got. There, I don't know if you can see down in there, but I got some status and my favorite misty blue limonium and a new kind of limonium that I've never seen before. I got a bunch of that to see it. And then here I have some glads and some greens. Over here I have flowers. Again, I'm on my front porch here, such as it is. Welcome to my front porch. And it I don't have a big order today, so I'm not going to pull out my guillotine. And I'm actually just going to get a bucket to cut my chips into. Looking out the back window of the house at a cat. Which is lately his favorite pastime. This is all basically just filler and greens today. Is all I needed. And what I'm doing right now is called prepping the flowers. These happen to come in wet. Called wet pack when there's a bucket with water. And these plastic things are recycled, which I love. This might be hard. But I have a guillotine blade that makes quick work of these stems. But I only got a handful, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Works fine. Although you do want to get it in water as soon as you can, so the guillotine is faster for that. I always take the rubber bands or whatever ties there are off, because when I'm designing, I like to just be able to pull the stems right out of the bucket, and I don't like fighting with anything while I'm working, or anytime actually. I don't have any full cases of flowers today. Everything is just some bunches here and bunches there. And I'm working on my front porch right now, which I like this space. I like being in this space here. Natural. Lots of natural light. You really don't have to cut the stems of greens unless they're super, super long. These are just tips, salal tips. Not salad. Ruscus tips. This is Italian ruscus. But I am going to make sure there's no rubber bands. And I have greens in another bucket over here. Over here in this other mess is some flowers that I have. And I moved everything yesterday evening up to my front porch from my studio space in another place in my house, because my front porch right now and for the next week, more than a week, is going to be the perfect temperature for flowers. We haven't had snow yet really this December, but the temperatures have been warm. Well, they just dropped and it's going to be just below freezing. Temperatures on my porch are going to be perfect for keeping the flowers where they like to be. And I've gotten really good at maintaining the temperatures. If it gets too cold, I put this little heater on to keep it just, they like it around 34, 36 degrees. And right up until 40, 41 degrees in the daytime it gets in here, so it's perfect. I am using a new camera that I got for Christmas, and it wasn't recording, so I opened up these gladiolas. I did cut the stems with my clippers, and I'm going to put them in a bucket over here. I got two bunches of glads, and really, this is what the whole order was for these 2 bunches of gladiolas for an order that I have tomorrow. I'm gonna put them in a bucket over here. Gotta cut that rubber band. And this box right here should be greens, magnolia. I got magnolia tips, which come from a warmer place, and I like that. And I got my good helper here, Paul. Just some fancy leather leaf, which I love this stuff. And beautiful magnolia tips. And here are these greens. Here. And this is, see, I have a lot of flowers already. I just needed some filler. And these gladiolas, I really needed these gladiolas. Like I told you, I just moved the flowers up here yesterday evening. And I have some work I need to do. And this space is not ready for me to work in it yet. So I'm gonna straighten this up, and I have to put some things together quick. I need to, look out, Paul. I need to stop for a second and give these guys over here a little drink. Especially this one. And this one. And this one. This is my salvia that I got over the summer from Dan Chance. And I found some hyacinth bulbs here on the front porch. This is a passion flower growing up here. It needs water. And there's some kind of, I think they're galanthus in there. But over here, I found, look, these are hyacinth bulbs. That one doesn't even have a pot on it. So I'm gonna give these guys just a little drink. And then I'm gonna put those in my refrigerator with the other ones I have in the refrigerator. And that one's already started to bloom. Oh boy. I don't know, I don't think they're gonna flower very well. But we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna bring these things and just set them up. Even this little thing. Actually, this one I can still put in the refrigerator. But these have already started coloring up, so and these I might be able to put in the refrigerator. Yet, although you can see it's got a flower in there. And they really didn't get much cold, but there they are. Man, these were awesome. These are the ones that I had grass seed in last year. They bloomed on my Easter table. And I might as well take the dog for a walk before I do anything else. Come on. Here. Whoop, there's a blue jay. I need to get some peanuts. I need to get bird seed. I'm out. And my feeders are almost empty. last little bitty rose. Frozen to death out here. I got things to do. Let's go. We're burning daylight. There was any daylight. This is it. This is all we get in Pennsylvania anymore. It's the middle of the day. It's around 12:30 right now. Come on, Paul. Come on. I don't have a lot today, and nothing technical. I have a couple single rose vase deliveries to make for a commercial account that I have, and one bouquet, which is not even in a vase. Excuse me, Paul. I'm gonna select a rose and some greens. I'll use that. I'm gonna pick some of these lavender astrameria and maybe some of this springery. There. The next thing I have to do is a wrapped bouquet, and I'm gonna make that downstairs where my studio is, and that's even more of a mess. But it makes me happy. The next thing I need to make today is a wrapped bouquet. So I'm gonna pull some stems out and bring them downstairs because I have a table that's big enough to wrap flowers on. And actually, before I bring them downstairs, I have the garbage right here. I'm going to strip the stems where necessary. On the astrameria, I like to take this top whorl of leaves off. They're often bent or broken, as in that case right there. Excuse me, Paul. And then I just strip the stems. They're easy to do. There's nothing pokey or pointy on there that'll hurt your paw. That'll hurt your hands when you're doing that. I keep the plastic around the flowers though. Remove the rubber bands. This keeps them safe in the bucket, rubbing up against each other, and also makes it so I can still pull those stems out without them being hindered. All right, I need more, maybe some blues, so a little bit dark, something. I have over here, excuse me, some of this delicious filler I just got this morning. I don't think I want to use this, but I am going to take a piece of this or two. Now this is my actual floral bench right here. It's a piece of furniture I bought when I opened my brick and mortar flower shop, and it's one of my favorite things. And the problem with this workspace for videoing is there's not a lot of light, so I'm still working on that. And if you can see the shelf behind you, it's a mess. But I'm working on that too. But right now, we're gonna wrap these flowers. Not very good video for you. And there's a bucket of dahlia bulbs on the floor on this side of the table. Actually, it's more than a bucket. It's a big galvanized wash tub. Full of big, juicy, lovely dahlia bulbs, so it's nothing I'm gonna complain about. But I definitely need to get more organized because my life is flowers and gardening and it's everywhere. We gotta get a grip. What colors do I want to use? I think I'm gonna use this tissue and this tissue and this tissue. Okay. Now I've got 2 sheets of Mylar and several sheets of tissue. And I'm going to put the tissue right side down, if there is a right side. But I want this to show best. So I'm going to go like that. And take one of these sheets of Mylar and put it on one side. I don't know if this is Mylar. It might just be polyurethane. Or, I don't know if it's BOPP film. And it's what I use to wrap my gift baskets and everything like that. All right, now I have this ready to go. Is this how Martha Stewart started out? Put a couple of these over here, some yellow ones, and where was that big piece of blue? Here's like that. It's probably not good. I want the ruscus. The outsides. This piece right in there. Like this. Wax flower. Leaves. And since I already stripped the leaves, I'll work with my hands, but since I already stripped most of the leaves over them. Okay. And now this. We're gonna go like this with. And that. There's a bunch of flowers right there. Well, you can't see, but there's a bunch of flowers right there. See that? And this one. I'm going to use these two. I'm just going to, oh, there we go. Just gonna make a simple bow. These are my special ribbon only scissors. Okay. Put that back up there. I have way more ribbon than what you're seeing right there. I can't even tell you. There it is. Now we just got to deliver. I am finally out on my deliveries. And I've never brought Paul with me on a delivery before, but I don't have very much to do today, luckily. So I'm gonna do it with him. And it took me a long time to finish everything today because I tried the video. And man, it takes a lot longer if you're talking to you. So, thanks for coming along with me. I don't know if I'm gonna see anything interesting while I'm driving around, but I'm gonna go make my deliveries now. Me and Paul are gonna go make my few deliveries that I have to do today. And this is a little pretty section right here of the Bushkill Creek. And I always say I'm gonna come and walk here. It's really, really pretty. There's places to park. I should bring a picnic lunch and my bicycle because there's a trail back there that you can go on. I don't mind doing this, driving past these pretty places. It's a living. Here we go. And in case you're wondering what I eat, I'm eating food. First I have to make one egg for Paul. Without cheese. So that it can cool off before I eat my eggs. There. The eggshells go in the compost pile. After they dried a little bit. And this is a lemon that came from a Meyer lemon plant that I actually grew. So we're gonna have some lemon, fresh picked even, here in Pennsylvania. I guess I could have put that one on the rim. And some plain seltzer. That's going to be very refreshing. Not a very classy eater. And this is mine. I got some cranberry sauce and my eggs. That's really excellent. And I grew that lemon. I get to watch the birds at the feeder like a foot away from me and enjoy the outside that's all around here in my sunroom. And now I'm gonna get to spend a little while editing some videos I had a very light load today, so I thought it would be a good day to take you along. And it was a really different kind of an episode for me, so leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And if you're not subscribed, it really means the world to me when people subscribe. Please, it's free. Please subscribe. And I'm working on this week's episode right now. So until this episode, bye for now.